取手車内では携帯電話をマナーモードに設定の上 All stations beyond. The next station is 日暮里 JJ2. 南千住お出口は右側です。The next station is 南千住 JJ4. The doors on the right side will open.